Hello everyone. Today we will talk about what children feel when witnessing domestic violence. Witnessing domestic violence can have a tremendous negative impact on the emotional well-being of children. Domestic violence causes immense psychological and emotional trauma in children, and it creates a holistic environment that is unpredictable and is full of fear and anxiety. Unfortunately, a large number of children witness domestic violence in their homes. Most cases of domestic violence involving the child's mother being the victim of abuse by their father. It is very important to understand how much domestic violence can harm a child. So, let's take a better look at this. Children who witness domestic violence at an early age go through the same trauma as those who suffer child abuse. Children who see their mother being harassed, sexually or physically assaulted, or threatened will experience immense trauma. They might pretend it's no big deal, or they may quickly show sign of trauma such as anxiety, sleep, disruption or problem in school, but they can pretend to show it's not big deal, but they will face all these kind of problems. The child may react to any reminder of the domestic violence. Sight, smells, tastes, sounds, words, things, places, emotions, even other people can become linked in the child's mind with the traumatic events. So whenever they will hear that sound, whenever they will see that people, whenever they smell that thing, they will recall all those traumatic experiences. A school-age child may become upset when watching a football game because the violent contact between players is a reminder of domestic violence. Sometimes behavior could be seen in the form of sudden tantrum, but that will be actually a reaction to a trauma reminder. Such children are often paranoid about the future and they constantly look for a way to avoid things, to protect themselves. Simply getting through the day become a challenge for such children, and they don't have any time to relax, learn, play, or even fun. It could possible that they will think about those trauma in various situations, when we hear various things, when we see various people. So their brain, their mind will be engaged in that kind of trauma, and they feel very difficult to do relax, to learn, to play, to have fun. Behaviors of children who witness domestic violence. Domestic violence triggers a certain emotional response in children. It causes them to be fearful, anxious, shameful, guilty, sad, and depressed and angry as well. They may also exhibit other responses such as sleeplessness, headaches, inability to concentrate, and bedwetting. The behavior of children who are subject to domestic violence varies from one child to another. None of these behaviors are healthy for a child. There will be certain long-term effects of domestic violence on children. Whether or not a child is abused physically, domestic violence leaves negative long-term effect in children. Children who suffer psychological and emotional trauma at a young age grow up with a faulty idea of a relationship. They believe that a relationship consists of violence and intimidation. Experts believe that such children grow up to believe that violence is a solution to most problems in life, and as they grow up, they continuously resort to violence and intimidation tactics to get through problems and conflict. This hold true both for boys as well as girls. When you talk to psychologists, right, all the psychologists will mention one thing, that such children grow up to believe that violence is a solution to most problems in life. As they grow up, when they will be adult, they continuously resort to violence and intimidation tactic to get through problems and conflict. So they solve violence, anger to solve their problem in their life. And this kind of personality they will build. You can clearly imagine if any child, right, will develop those kind of personality, how much problem they will face in their life, right? How much difficulties they will face to make friends, to make intimate partners, right? Sometime it will be very difficult to get a good job, to remain in that particular job. It will be very difficult to maintain different kind of relationship with other individuals. So there are very harsh long-term effects of domestic violence, right, in our child. That's all for today. If you like this kind of podcast, click the like button and you can subscribe our channel. You can subscribe Psychologs Magazine. Thank you for listening. Bye bye for now.